Beautiful people of Berlin and all over the world, it's time for Schöneberg's #1 English language comedy night, broadcasting live on the internet to the four corners of the globe. It's Go West Comedy, online edition.
Well, hello, everybody. It has been
Hello.
the fabulous Simone. Hey, Simone, how are you doing?
Good. I'm all good. Yeah. Different time of day, but that's good.
It's a little bit crazy. We are here for the 5th ever Go West Comedy Online. We know that we are collectively going through it at the moment. Things are very strange. This is a very strange December. But we want to bring you a great night of entertainment. I want to explain a little bit about where I am. First of all, I am sitting at our home, AHA in Schöneberg, in Berlin, in Germany, where we normally perform on stage when we're allowed to do that. And I'm just going to show you, first of all, what I have behind me here, because this is one of Germany's oldest LGBTQIA+ organizations. You can see we have a trans pride flag here being held by that lovely angel. This thing in German, which is called a something bogen, I can't remember. Christmas tree, very well done here. I'm very well catered for when it comes to decorations. But being in Schöneberg is nowhere near as exciting as where Simone Hudson is at the moment, because she is in beautiful Christchurch, New Zealand. So Simone, she's down there visiting her family, and that's why she's not in some part of Berlin where it's just very light at the moment. She's in New Zealand, so everyone understands that. Things are going well, Simone?
Yes, I am glad to be here, but I was just going to make a note that I wasn't like, fuck yes, all 2020 sucks. I did come for family reasons. And yeah, but it's been good. Yes.
Well, it's great to see you. You're looking great. And maybe you just want to tell the folks what to expect tonight for Go West Comedy Online?
Yes, sure. So tonight is going to be a really fun show. We do have 4 fabulous comedians, Berlin comedians, one from America that's going to be really exciting, who used to live in Berlin. And we have also some exciting videos that may have been put together. It is around a theme called Christmas. It's coming. And then we've got a little quiz to play, interactive games. So please, if you're watching, please comment. We love people to comment. We love people to talk to us, and we'll try write back or try reply in this screen. And then there's prizes to win. So also, if you feel like donating money because you're like, oh my god, this is an amazing show, then we'll put up a PayPal account, and then you can, because we usually have our show at AHA, and AHA is an amazing venue. Ben is there now. Like, how cool is that? They just open it up for Ben to come in, shine the lights in, and make it look amazing. And they're just a really, really amazing collective and amazing bar that's been around for 40 years. So please help us donate and keep them alive. Yes.
Exactly. We are so grateful to be able to perform here. And like Simone said, AHA has come to my rescue. I normally would be at home, but my internet's really crappy. So AHA has had me here for the past 2 months so that we can actually do the show using their great internet, which isn't free, and it is paid for in part by the donations from wonderful people like you. So please donate at the PayPal link there. Now, normally, those who are regular Go West Comedy viewers might know that we have a lip sync challenge that we do. And we wanted to do something a little bit different this month to shake things up for the competition for you folks to win prizes. But there is a little video, a little musical project that did fall into place over the past few weeks. So I'm just going to put that up here. And then we're going to enjoy that. All that craziness. Let's see here. Except it seems to be muted, which is
those thighs are going for it.
The thighs are moving, and
look at that.
you just have to you have to imagine the music on that one. That was Body by Megan Thee Stallion, and my thighs are still sore from doing that. So I said to Simone that there's no way we can do multiple lip syncs if it's going to be that level of effort with my thighs. So we have to do something else. And now we're going to move on to that competition, which is going to be explained to us by Simone.
All right, the holiday movie challenge. We've got a new game in town, especially for Christmas. And what we're going to do is we're going to play 3 movie clips in a row. They're just short, but what you have to do is guess the movie name, of course. But what we've always stated is once the movie clips, if all of them are finished, then you have to state the movies in your little comment message and all in a row, the same order, like correct movies in the first, second, and third, and then you'll win the prize. You can't just like list one after the other and be like, yeah, I got it. No, that's cheating. So you have to wait to the end of all the movie clips and then write which 3 movies you think it is. And we'll take the winner in the right order. God, we're particular, aren't we? We're living in Germany.
We got to do it.
Orderly.
People got to work for it a little bit. We're not going to give it to them too easily.
I feel like I'm going to get my German seeped out of me living in New Zealand here. It's so friendly. Can't control it. It's amazing. Yes, here we go.
Okay, so everyone's ready. Get your pen and paper ready, and
you get your ugly, yellow, no good keister off my property before I pump your guts full of lead.
All right, Johnny, I'm sorry. I'm going.
What?
Now for those who's inviting me down now on such short notice. Even if I wanted to go, my schedule wouldn't allow it.
What's this? In here, they've got a little tree. How queer! And who would ever think? And why? They're covering it with tiny little things. They've got electric lights on strings, and there's a smile.
okay. So the technical gremlins seem to be having some fun with us tonight because I don't think there was any sound on that, even though there is definitely sound.
I got the sound. There's
You
definitely
got the sound.
Everyone
okay.
got your sound. Cameron is watching and she got the sound of the music. It all got, and here we go. We have a winner. It is the lovely, drum roll, Anya, which of course, it's our gorgeous Anya that we love so much. Mwah. So what is the prize, Ben?
Okay.
Sorry, the movies that should I just tell you? The movies were Home Alone, The Grinch, and Nightmare Before Christmas. And of course, Anya is a movie buff. She makes movies herself. So
exactly.
I wouldn't expect anything
there. Let me walk Anya through what she has won here tonight. So this is our first prize package. This is some stuff to keep you busy during the holidays. So first of all, some chocolate, because you can't go wrong with chocolate. There is a pocket warmer, one of those reusable ones, because even if you can't do much this winter, you can at least go outside for a walk or a bike ride or something. There's some relaxation bath salts, so not the bath salts for sniffing or eating, but the ones for in your bath. And there's this very festive holiday necklace with Christmas lights. So I think Anya's going to be very well taken care of with all of that. And we know how to find her. We know where she is. So we'll be sure to get those prizes to Anya. So thank you very much for watching, Anya. And now we are going to bring up our first performer, who I believe is waiting in the wings. And
yes.
Who is that going to be?
Yes, our first performer of the night is a comedian that walks the tightrope of dark comedy, but he's a lovely guy out of comedy. No, really, we're happy to have him on the show. He's really awesome. He's been around the comedy scene for a while. So please welcome Francesco Perkoff. To double check his last name.
Hey, it's a bit of a Zoom effect there. Hey, Francesco, how are you doing?
Horribly. Who doesn't? This is such a fucked up
Exactly.
year.
There we go.
This is such a
Bring in
fucked
that
up year.
darkness.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's
That's
not even
the,
darkness. Like, oh my god,
that's the
what a
spirit.
year. Oh,
Where
Jesus
are you?
Christ.
Are you in Berlin, or are you away right now?
I am in Rome. I'm visiting family for family
Okay.
reasons. So to
Not that I've been like stalking you on social media, but I kind of had the
Oh,
feeling that
I'm sure you haven't.
you were
I
posting
like how
things like
my
not-
my face is like 4 times as big as yours. It's
I
get
was just gonna say that.
it's get a real
You are
George
close
Orwell
in.
Big Brother vibe going on.
okay. You gotta put all your cards on the table right from the start. I think so.
Yeah, let me
Let
try and
people-
get a bit. Okay, like
Let
this.
people know what
Okay,
they're in
this
for.
is a bit
Anyhow,
better.
You're
Yeah.
you're like the tech guy, though, the Apple guy. So if anyone's going to have his picture looking the best possible, it should be you, who knows exactly what he's doing. But anyhow.
Well, I also
It is-
need the most help, clearly. But yeah,
Very
It
good.
is
Well,
good quality. Good quality.
you do look wonderful. The lighting is fantastic. That's what we value most. And yeah, without any further ado, welcome to Go West Comedy Online, and we will hand the floor over to Francesco Kirchhoff. So give him a big welcome, everybody out there.
Thank you. I can only imagine like people like sadly in front of the phones and trying to laugh. Anyway, I'm currently in Rome. I made the decision to travel despite everything. It was not easy, but these are my ancestral lands. My family lives here, and like I grew up here. I was born here. I grew up here. I went to a bilingual school for 15 years, which might explain why I'm as fucked up as I am. Bilingual school mainly means that I got bullied in 2 languages. And in case you're wondering what the difference is, German bullying is very factual. It's precise. It's like, you've got big ears, you fucking loser, which, fair enough. Italian bullying is like way more emotional, it cuts deeper. It's like, you've got big ears, you fucking loser, you will never find true love. And the thing is, I even had like some subjects in both languages. I had history lessons, for instance, in Italian and German, which are very different ways of looking at things. A good example would be the end of the Roman Empire. I don't know if you know about it, but basically the end of the Roman Empire came to be because barbaric tribes from the north, you came down south, destroyed, killed, pillaged, basically Oktoberfest. And this period in history, in Italian, in English, in every Romanic language, is similarly called the barbaric invasions. In Italian, German, English, everything is the same, barbaric invasion. In German, for some reason, it's called Völkerwanderung, which roughly translates as the period when the people went on a hike. And gotta say, that's very different ways of looking at things. My German friends to this day don't understand why I always shit my pants when they propose a picnic, but you gotta learn from history, folks, is what I'm saying. I don't know how you're all dealing with the pandemic. It's been difficult. I was just running an errand, and so to avoid the crowds, I got an Uber, and the Uber driver starts chatting, sadly, and he immediately, like I tried to make some small talk, and I'm like, what do you like to do? What are your hobbies? And he's like, oh, I love documentaries. I love research. I'm like, oh, great. And a David Attenborough fan. And no, he's a conspiracy theorist. That's what he meant. And oddly enough, like, he went off the deep end quickly. And what he said immediately was, basically 2 minutes in, he was, where COVID comes from? And I'm like, well, I don't know, enlighten me. And he said, I think it comes because mobile microwaves now weigh 5 grams. It took me a minute to realize he meant 5G, which at that point you realize, like, if people believe that 5G is like how much microwaves weigh, and then you probably also believe it leads to COVID, I don't know. These are very odd times. And I don't know about you, but really, there's this one thing that really bothers me, which is the mask wearing, right? And frankly, like I think you should wear masks as much as possible. I'm very much pro mask, as you might tell from my face. But either you wear a mask, great decision. Maybe you decide not to wear a mask. As long as it's a decision, I'm not going to debate you. I don't have the time. I don't care. Pick a side. But the people that make me mad are the in-betweeners, like the people kind of sort of wearing a mask, the type, like nose sticking out under your chin, dangling from an ear, like what the fuck are you doing, man? Pick a side. Pick a side. These are the kind of people that made fascism possible, and I don't know, frankly, because like either you wear or don't wear a mask out of your own decision, your own volition. If you're just doing this weird in-between stuff, it only means you're wearing a mask kinda just because you're afraid of the legal consequences that you might pay a fine. And frankly, that's being a coward. So please, please, please just pick a side, so we know where you stand. These are important times, and I don't know. The thing is, like, I don't know how you're dealing with the pandemic. I feel like economically speaking, there's two types of people in the pandemic. There's people that got fired because of the economy, and there's people who are working twice as hard, because everybody else got fired. And I'm part of the second group. I've worked so much this year, way too much. The only upside is I got a little raise, which is nice. But on the other hand, like I feel like I'm still underpaid for what I do. But I grew up poor, so I'm underpaid for what I do. But I feel like I'm overpaid for who I am. Every time the salary rolls in, I look at it. I'm like, this must be a mistake, right? And frankly, if you grow up poor, you can't handle money and you feel like you need to get rid of it as quickly as possible. That's how it works. Like I see the salary and to me, like the countdown goes until the end of the month. I need to get back to zero. I don't know if you can relate to that. Anyway, I don't know if you've tried to be dating, and I've been trying to date recently, and frankly, like I've been single now for a year. I realize time flies when you're in a pandemic, and like I realize that I'm still not ready to date, but my ex has been dating 2 different people in the meantime, so I feel like I have to, right? I'm not saying it's the right way. I'm basically dating for the same reasons that the United States invaded Afghanistan after 9/11. It makes no sense, but I gotta show strength. And frankly, after all, this is just a time where probably you're at the horniest you've been in your life. Like you haven't seen a human person in months. You've been alone. You are terribly horny. And suddenly you are supposed to try and find somebody you can connect with, and all you can do really is, stuff like walk in the park, which is really like basically this is a walk in the park. This is what my dating life has become, right? It's basically like a Jane Austen novel with less fucking. That's where we're at. And despite everything, you try to make things work. You try to find some hope. And this year it's been difficult, I think, for everybody. And, like this is not what comedy should be like. And this is not what I should be like. But this is where we're at. And, all I want to say, thank you very much. I hope you have a great time. And I just want to say, please all get vaccinated. This was my turn.
That's a very Francesco, that applause for you. That's the least. Sorry, I ruined. Wait a second. Leave your comment up. Leave your comment up.
It was scrolling by.
Okay, sorry. Damn it. You're the first. You are the first comedian who has incorporated running commentary on the screen on his own set. Because I felt like we would have to say to everybody that we weren't bullying you by making comments about your set. I felt like, anyhow.
I had a slight panic. I was like, Ben, can you remove the banner? I had to start saying it. I thought it was Ben
what?
at the
What's
beginning.
happened to Ben?
And then
that was-
the comments got a little dark, and I was like, Francesco.
No, that's me. I still haven't figured out how I want to play these online shows, as you might have noticed. So like, I try to have a little fun with the like subtitles, and that's basically where it ended up.
It's cool. We caught us a bit off guard
fresh.
because we did.
I should have warned you.
There we go. Okay, we want that from Santa too. And I feel your pain about the dating. You know what my workaround is right now though, because I'm not dating for pandemic reasons, is I just go to the doctor for checkups.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me feel very. I get that human connection from the doctor. That's what I did. I went to the I went to the proctologist this morning. If you want, maybe that's something you might want to consider.
Have you got a heart doctor?
And well, I don't want him, if he's watching, I don't want to offend him, but he wasn't really my type. He's not, he's an older daddy. He probably makes very good proctology money. So I don't.
Gotta get that proctology money. Yeah.
Anyhow, thank you very much. Now I'm going to put Francesco's effects are completed. So I'm going to put his socials up here. You can find him on Instagram if you want more inspiring contents to help you get through the pandemic. And we hope you have a good time, Francesco, with your family there in Rome. And we'll see you on the other side. We'll see you here soon in Berlin. Take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah, 2021.
Happy holidays.
I miss you all. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, miss you too. Take care. Okay, so there we go. There's always something new. It's always cool when the performers add something different to their online sets, because it is super weird for us to be doing comedy like this. Needless to say, super strange.
It was what I would call Kiwi ingenuity. It was great. Loved it. But I just was like, because it was right in the middle of his face, and I was like, oh no. And then so maybe that's something.
Yeah, sorry. Anyhow, you can blame me if you thought it was too much. Then you can say, Ben, what was Ben doing? What's going on? Speaking of a little new twist on some things that we can show you during Go West Comedy Online, Simone has something different for us now. Yes.
So we decided to do a video each, and because I don't want to gloat that I am in summer, and it is nice. There's the bonus about coming out here doing a 2-week quarantine in a hotel, not moving around, and then now you've got freedom. I don't have to wear a mask. I know. I feel really bad. I do feel bad for being here to my friends and in Berlin. But look, it's also nice to be home in New Zealand. And oh my God, the service people are so friendly. It shocks me. I walk into a cafe and people are just like, "Can I help you? Can I help you?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, stop it! It's too much." And banter. I can banter in my own language. So I feel like I'm a conversationalist again. So that's really cool. And I also the banking. I just want to mention banking systems here. Oh, such a dream. Things just work. You just go in and then it's just like, pardon?
What's different about banking?
Well, it just works smoothly. I think issues in Berlin is with lots of banks is very difficult, and customer service is not there. So you can just walk into a bank and like, boom, you've got a new FPOS card or whatever. It's just super, super easy and efficient, and you can do things online. You can change your accounts online. It's just a dream, and I forgot.
What are the problems that a performer like Simone has, because she has the millions? She's moving from one bank account to another, and her German account.
Yes,
payments,
with all the work I got this year.
Very good. Well,
so yes, my video is about. I'm going to take you through a New Zealand supermarket, and I'm going to tell you what we eat for Christmas. It's a little bit food focused, a bit of frothing in the mouth on my part, but just kind of like the comparisons, the goods and the bads about Christmas over here, because it really is not a festive vibe over here. It's not cold. It is. There's not really any festive spirit in the air, and it's the 10th of December, and there's not even Christmas stuff in your face in the supermarket. So it's kind of good. Here we go.
throw it up. Here we go.
Kia ora, you gorgeous people. I am here in a supermarket in New Zealand, and I'm about to tell you what Kiwis have for a Christmas dinner. A classic Kiwi traditional dinner. What do they eat in the sun? In this crazy weather that does not induce a nice, massively cooked meal and glühwein. Well, yes, you've noticed my lips do not match my voice, but that's because the supermarket noise background was horrible, so I'm taping over my voice. Brace yourself, strap yourself in. So let's start with the starters, or in New Zealand we would like to call them nibbles. Pre-snacks to the dinner, that's right. So here I'm in the smoked fish section, and gorgeous, lots of salmon, smoked salmon, or maybe people might have some smoked trout, or some fresh mussels. As I'm pointing here, this is some pickled mussels because I couldn't find the fresh ones. Look how big those are. Green lip mussels. Can't get mussels bigger than that. Or people might have, if they're lucky, kina, which is sea urchin eggs, or paua fritters, or pippies, which are clams. Check out those chunky, meaty salmon bites. Another nibbly option may be just a classic cheese board. Very easy and good to share. And so crackers. Oh, crackers in New Zealand, guys. Oh my God, I miss crackers. Germany does not do crackers well. We have crackers of all different types. But the cheeses, I have to say Germany wins in the cheese game. Cheese is all right. I do like a classic New Zealand cheese, but back to crackers. These crackers are off the hook. They are my favourite. Oaty, nutty, substantial, not a dried up piece of bread. Delish. Okay, this is the dangerous part of the supermarket for me. It is the chip aisle. I love chips. Crisps, as you may also know them. Packaged chips, crispy. In New Zealand, we have all types of flavours, especially salt and vinegar. Oh, tops flavour. All different types of flavour. I don't know, dill pickle with cider vinegar. Like, just not much paprika. That's what I'm talking about. Not much paprika. Variety of chips, different brands, different ways of cooking them. Bloody good corn chips that are thick, can hold the dip. And dip with the chip. This is a classic dip, onion dip. You can also make it yourself with some condensed milk and some onion flavour in a packet. Just mix those two together. Chips and dip, classic nibble for Christmas nibble. Just a quick interruption to talk about beverages. Some of the sodas might be ginger beer, ginger ale, lemon lime bitters, Bundaberg ginger beer, and all their flavours, or just beer and wine and bubbles, pretty much. Did I mention how big these mussels are? Really, really big. Very quick mention about Cheerios. It might be what you give your kids at Christmas before dinner. It's just processed meat, tight red skin. You serve it with tomato sauce. Horrible. Talking about tomato sauce, it's a classic side to any New Zealand meal, so it will be served around Christmas as well. Get a big tub, why don't you? So now the main Christmas dinner. What do Kiwis have for the main Christmas dinner? Well, lamb is a big choice because, of course, lamb is iconic for New Zealand. We've got 7 million sheep, 4 million people. So lamb or the classic ham, to be honest. So we're between the lamb and ham. Or you might just have a barbecue, just a classic barbecue outside, backyard, rain or shine. Some classic barbecue goods like sausages, raw or pre-cooked with some cheese sizzling out of there, lamb chops, chicken, marinated chicken skewers, or a whole chicken with a whole can of beer stuck up it. Lamb, ham. There's always got to be a bit of sauce, a bit of condiments with your lamb or ham. So mint sauce with your lamb, or applesauce with your ham, or a bit of cranberry maybe. Ooh. Potatoes are a must-have with a side as your main dish. Spuds, as we would like to call it, or kumara, known as sweet potato in English. So a wide variety of spud. Salads are always an option as a side dish, and the classic green salad, nice and fresh for summer, is always a classic. Now on to dessert. We're all full by now, but we know that we just have to eat dessert. Pavlova is the most traditional Christmas dessert. It is just sugar and egg white, soft in the middle, covered with cream, kiwi fruit on top. Voila! A popular side to the pav would be a fresh fruit salad or strawberries and cream. More cream, strawberries, 'tis the season for strawberries. Maybe just slip everything down with a bit of ice cream. Again, a variety of flavors. I'm telling you, there's an overload. There's vegan flavors. There's just, you can't even imagine what flavor. So after you've got a food coma, you're lying on the floor, you're doing the whale. It's an hour later maybe, and you're like, oh, I feel like a bicky. So Tim Tams, maybe a mint slice, squiggle tops, mallow puffs, toffee pops, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of cookies, ginger nuts. You break your teeth on them, but they're really, really good. Soak them in tea. There's always going to be a little bit of chocolate. And scorched almonds are a big Christmas deal in New Zealand. They're just roasted almond covered with chocolate. Germany's well ahead of that. That's just a normal item in a supermarket in Germany. Or maybe little mini chocolate bars or roses, which, I don't know. If you're English, you'll know those little, all different chocolate flavors in there. Little chocolate boxes to share, or just classic chocolate. That's it. Just get it in you. Some traditional activities at Christmas might be getting out there playing cricket or playing touch rugby or playing anything with a ball. Just getting out there, maybe walking along the beach or out in a park, either in a backyard or on a perfectly mowed lawn like this park. But yeah, Kiwis like to get out and do some activities during the day usually, because it's usually sunny, fingers crossed, or it's always windy. Wind is a huge contender. It could rain, it could hail. There's all those elements available for Christmas Day. So I hope you got a taste of what a Kiwiana Christmas would be like. Ka kite anō, see you again.
Yay! Wonderful.
So it was mostly informative.
It's lovely.
Oh,
you know what? Like, there are a lot of people who are. Oh. Simone, are you okay?
I was having a nightmare. Sorry.
I thought it was like, no, it's an earthquake. She's going down. Jeez.
Okay, we're good.
We're good. A lot of
She's
contingencies, but
gone.
natural disaster is not one of them. So, okay, no, good. Everything's fine. So, no offense. It's a bit like I'm talking with my mom right now on video chat, but that's okay. We're good. No, exactly. No, but I thought it was really cool because there are a lot of people who don't admit it often that they're also supermarket geeks. Like, I love supermarkets. I love like when I'm in other countries going to supermarkets. Now, supermarkets they've gotten better in Germany over the last few years. But like when I compare when I went to Lidl yesterday and I compare that to what you were showing there, the chips alone, the chips.
Look, I am a Lidl fan, but like when it comes to I can just go to one supermarket here, and I get everything. And I think Americans that are listening, or English people, they'll also relate to that. That I was like flav, because I just couldn't get over that. There were so many options, and that's normal in other countries, but not in Germany. So it's just a little bit of a shock. So I think I just got a bit
frothy. Okay, that sounds a bit nasty, but okay. I got too excited going to that store. But no, what I find, you guys have some weird chip flavors too, like salt and vinegar. I thought that was a Canadian thing, but it's actually a New Zealand thing as well, apparently.
It definitely comes from the Brits, I think. But like, there's also sour cream and chives. Barbecue's a big one.
Canadian.
But you get that in Germany.
Chips.
But there's just like, like prosecco and I don't know, bacon or bacon and cheese. Like, just anything you can think of. There's a chip flavor. So that's kind of it's great. Because even
that was
a little
No, I was just going to say it was. You also managed to get a bit of like New Zealand propaganda in there with the end with the Lord. Just enough Lord that we won't get blocked for copyright reasons, which is always great. So, love me some Lord. Love me some Lord.
Lots of people don't know Lord is a New Zealander, so
yeah, definitely, yeah. Fantastic.
Cool. Okay, should we move on?
That was fascinating. And now we're going to move on. Now, what's fun about the show is we have some people who have been big supporters of the show. They come to our live shows, or they've been watching all the online ones. And some of the people who come to comedy shows, they're actually just kind of stalking. They're stalking the shows. So because they say to themselves, I want to do that myself one day. And that's what this next guy has done. So we're going to bring him in. I think he's ready to go. Mr. Nico, are you there?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Hello.
I'm feeling good. Simone, I have to say I'm super jealous. Tim Tams galore. Queen galore. Oh my God.
I know. Look, I have to keep my greedy little fingers to myself sometimes. I'm like, oh, it's too much choice, too much choice.
I know.
The food is something in New Zealand to celebrate, and also, Nico, I don't want to put you on the spot, but you have some good news today. I'm not going to say where exactly, but you did announce it on Instagram, so it's not that secret. But you got a new job.
I got a new job. Yes, starting. Yeah. I can say I will start working for Tesla on the 1st of January.
Super cool. That's wonderful.
Tesla.
Yeah.
Not just anybody, eh? So
Elon Musk.
Yes.
Yeah.
David.
Yeah.
Wow. Bring in the money.
Yeah, I know. That's right. When we pass around that donation hat at future shows, we're going to be poking it in Nico's face a little bit more.
Yeah. Nico, come on, you're rich. You're like my sister. Like, oh, Nico, you're rich. You can give money. Say no. But for the cause, of course, yeah.
Indeed. No. Well, we're very happy to have you here, and you're one of those people who's been a big supporter of the show, and we're really grateful for that, and we're excited to see you perform now for us, because you've been performing all over the place at Sunday Slips, for example, weekly online show, and you've been doing English and German performances, and we're psyched to see what you've got for us tonight, so I'll hand the floor over to you.
All right.
Everybody there, please welcome Nico Vasilevsky, please.
Hey. So hi everybody, welcome. My name is Nico, and I'm 40 years old and really proud of that. Also, today is my shirt dedicated to all the drag queens out there, and especially to amazing performer Noeline. Was in hospital right now, so I just want to give a loads of love for me. You can do this. And so I'm Nico, and I am also very exotic, so, and in case you wonder why this motherfucker thinks he's exotic, let me explain to you. So I was born in East Berlin, and I was raised in West Berlin. My mom is German. My father is from Macedonia. For all the Greeks out there, it's North Macedonia. Don't get me wrong. And so therefore, I'm a mixed-race baby and best fashion accessory anyone can ever have. Yay! And Corona has been hard on me in terms of my dating life because I don't date at all. I just masturbate a lot, not for sexual pleasure. It is actually just so I don't kill people, so it's the best for my surroundings. So, and sometimes my doctor says, Nico, what are you doing with hands? I just type a lot. Of course she knows. She's a woman. She knows I masturbate a lot, Anyway, I started going on those online dating apps, which I deleted in summer. And then, reinstalled them. And here's a sample of an example dialogue. So this guy was writing to me saying like, hey, do you have pics? Not even saying, hi, how are you doing? Straight to the point. Saying, well, I got 4-5 pictures in my profile. What else do you want? I want cock pics. I am horny. So, okay, sure. So I sent him a picture of a French cock, which is my favorite animal in the world. And then he just blocked me, and I was like, okay, I guess he's not into French cocks after all. Weird people are weird online sometimes. Of course, being fat shamed a lot. I've been called ugly a lot. I stopped caring about those people because I'm fucking gorgeous. Also, I'm not gay. I am not even homosexual. I'm a homosexual, everybody. Woo! And also, I'm wearing this lovely mask on the street, so I'm protecting myself, get a lot of shine out there, and even especially now in winter times as well. But there was a time when I was actually sexually active. I feel like a grandpa talking to his kids. Back in the days we had sex. And I went to Kit Kat Club. It was great. Everyone was naked, and I met this guy, and we went to those swings, like a chandelier. I hate when people sing this because I can hit that high note. I like it deep and down and dirty, And so this guy tried to fuck me like he would plug in a USB port. Like, no, it doesn't work. No, it doesn't work. No, it doesn't work. I said, dude, what the fuck are you trying to do? I said, I'm trying to fuck you. Say, yeah, I noticed that, but why don't you use lubrication like everyone else does, And he's like, no, I like lubrication. I said, why? I'm a vegan, I'm a celiac, whatever's trending these days, I said, but you need to use lubrication because it's important. It's like fucking sandpaper. It hurts like hell. Obviously, he didn't want to listen to me. So I said, okay, I have this one move, which I can do. So I use my thumb and just ram it up his ass. He said, oh, that hurts. That hurts so much. Make it stop. Say, I thought you like it all natural, like all natural. So yeah, that's that. Lubrication is solving everyone's problem. So moving on, I love my mom, and she's a great person. And hey, she uncrossed her legs. She gave birth to me 40 years ago, and but she's also an elephant in a china shop sometimes, And especially comes about my weight, she said, oh, Nico, you should lose some weight. You couldn't get higher better, get better position. So she's very superficial sometimes, and and that hurts me as well. But I said, Mom, don't you worry, because I know deep down inside of me there's this one slim person trying to get out. And my mom always says to me, Nico, be realistic. Are you sure it's not just one, maybe not two or three? I said, Mom, that is so mean. I hate, But anyway, this is kind of my set, what I have prepared for today. And you can find me on nico.planet. And always keep it amazing. And remember, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you look like Lynn Evangelista, you're a model, and you're amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nico. Thank you. Can I just compliment you on your ability to segue from dry fingering a guy to a very heartwarming story about your mom. I know. I think that's an art. That is really an art. Yeah. Making her so proud.
High fives. Yeah, for your body positivity. I'm a big body image, body neutrality, really. So hands down for that. We need more of that.
There's no ugly person. Like I play rugby as well. So everybody can play rugby. Everybody has their own position in there. So it doesn't matter if you're a big, tall, slim, whatever. You fit in right there. And this is I've been playing for Berlin Bruiser for 7 years now. And that helped me a lot to get through that as well. So, and I know, especially like here in Berlin, everybody's superficial to some extent, and this is why I'm like very advocating for body positivity. But like, who are we to say, hey, you have to lose weight? No, just if you want to do it for your own cause, then yeah, but no one else, definitely not.
I'm a firm believer. It's corny, but there's someone for everyone. And also, I think everyone we just need to be a little bit nicer to each other at this time.
Exactly. And put some empathy in there as well,
Exactly, yeah.
And I just want to shout out to my amazing friend Amelia and Anya. I miss you too as well. Mwah.
Very good. Love. Our love goes out to Amelia and Anya as well. Amelia can maybe, if she's watching, win the second prize. That might be what she needs to do.
Oh, get ready, Amelia.
If she wants to be part of that.
We're not suggesting a winner already, are we?
No.
So we do have this. We do have the second game coming up.
we're going to say our farewells to you, Nico. All the best to you, and we'll
Yes.
see you around soon, okay? Take care of yourself.
You too, and send lots of love to you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
See you soon.
So
Exactly.
we have the second part of the game. Yes.
Sorry, Simone. Before we move on to that, can I just remind everyone that all the performers tonight are donating their time so that we can raise money for our charity venue, AHA, here in Schöneberg. So please don't hesitate to send us your love financially by clicking on the PayPal link in the description of the show. Sorry for cutting you off, Simone. I will let you move on to the next part of the show.
Yes, so the second part of the game, new Christmas game called Holiday Movie Challenge. So we're going to, again, I just go through the rules quickly. We have 3 movie clips coming up. If you could, like Anya showed before, watch them all, and then at the end, put them in the correct order, the names of the movies, in the order that they were presented, all in one comment. We don't want 3 comments. You won't win if you put them separately. So rulesy. So not used to it. So here we go. Here's the movie clip.
Okay, off we go. Off we go.
Pete, what's happening to me? What's your diet like? Milk and cookies. Really? But I don't finish all the milk. Well, then there is your problem. Just try to cut back on the sweets, okay?
So, as always, we only show
Will
10
Ferrell.
seconds of each movie because I think we can get away with that and not be sued by the producers of the movies, which is the most important thing for a charity show. Did we get anyone who answered correctly?
See, I think the first one's going to be a bit difficult, to be honest. I wouldn't have guessed that one. The last 2 are easy.
Okay.
Any takers?
At this point, it kind of goes into like a sudden death round, and if someone can name exactly, so if someone can name 2 of the 3, then that person can also win. So the pressure is on. 3 movies. The first one, national something or other. The second one is, and she will be rewarded for her hard work because these prizes, drum roll. If I had a drum roll sound effect, I would put it on right now. Amazing. That is all we need. Here we have the prizes. So this is a string of lights in the shape of little clothespins that you can hang pictures up at home with. Maybe to think about the people you want to meet up with or have sex with or whatever that you can't right now. There is some chocolate. We usually always throw some chocolate in there. Some eye masks. Amanda has incredible, her skincare routine is already amazing, so she doesn't need those iPads, but whatever, we've all got time to kill. And there's a bath salts sachet for people who are incredibly cold. People who have a tendency to get cold. There's I don't know. I don't know that about Amanda, but maybe it's going to work. So
she loves it. She said, so cute.
Fantastic.
Great prizes, Ben.
Thank you, Simone. You set the bar very high when you're here to get this. I should have made you send some green-lipped mussels or something from New Zealand for us to give it. This will have to do for now. Thank you very much. Yeah. So now we are finished with that. And again, the thing about exactly, we're all set for the third comedian. Simone, you got something you'd like to say?
Just our third comedian of the night. As a comedian, we have yet to grace our stage or online show. So we are very excited to have her on stage. I've seen her before. She's wonderful. She's funny. Of course she's funny. But please welcome to the stage, Faye Walsh.
Hey, Faye.
Hey.
here.
Yes.
Yes. How's it going?
I'm doing great. Well, actually, if I'm honest, I'm the kind of person where I only go to the toilet a second before my bladder's going to burst.
Okay.
And about 30 seconds ago, I realized I need to shit. So,
Oh, that's bad.
yeah. But apart from that, I'm doing great.
Fantastic.
The
Are
old nervous
you?
poop.
Hope wear some. We're gonna in the instructions for people when they're taking part in the show. We're gonna ask them to wear some diapers before you come on. Got to be prepared for everything. Are you more of a, not to get into your pre-performance routine, but are you more like a number 1 or number 2 comedian when it comes to nerves before you perform?
That's
a lot of people talk
question.
about number 1. But I know I don't want to go into all the details, but I'm more the number 2 as well. So
it comes out like number 1.
That we didn't need to know. That we should need to know. But
love it. You're 1.5. Let's say.
It's the best of both worlds. It's the best
Why
of both
is my
worlds.
face so big on this? I thought it was just Francesco.
I thought it was just Francesco's ego that was making that. It's all, you look fantastic. Big face, little face. The most important thing is that we're going to hear you perform, and we're excited about that. So without any further ado, the screen / the stage is all yours. Please welcome Faye, folks.
Hello, everybody. Hey, my face is normal size. And this double chin is actually the computer's fault. Anyway, I hope this goes better than expected. But who am I to expect something? A pregnant woman? No, what is the deal with the pregnant women expecting? They're like, what to expect when to expecting, expecting a child. It's like the word expecting implies that something else could happen too. You know what I mean? Like, I'm expecting a child. Could be a tumor. I don't know. Not a doctor. All right? And just so you know, most women, when they give birth, the vagina actually rips open to the arsehole, or the doctor has to cut it open. So expect that. All right, then. Moving on, I've been reminiscing a bit lately about my high school days, and I've come to the conclusion that being a sports teacher is the least respectable job there is. Because it's, in many ways, it's like being a dentist. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, sure, dentists are doctors, but are they though? You know what I mean? It's like they brush strangers' teeth for a living. You know what I mean? Is that medical? I don't know. And sports teachers are like that. In England, they try to make it sound fancy by calling it physical education. And it's like blowing a whistle at a fat kid is not education. Like, it just isn't. You know what I mean? Some sports teachers of mine try to impress the class by saying that they used to be an athlete, and it's like, yeah, but you're here now, and that's the sad part. You know what I mean? It's like, you used to be an athlete. It's like, well, obviously something went wrong. There's something you're not telling us, and I have lost all respect. Okay, it's basically what I'm saying. But being a teacher is difficult. Though, if you think doing stand-up comedy is brave, stand-up comedy, that can scratch your ego, but teachers do it in front of kids and teenagers. They will hurt your feelings. I remember one of the first days of the year, and a new teacher came in, and I was honestly sitting there thinking, how do you expect to get an ounce of respect with your trousers pulled up that high? You know what I mean? It's like, fucking hell, these savages are going to eat you alive. What are you thinking? Have you lost your mind? But literally, what were you thinking? When you got ready in the morning and looked in the mirror, did you think, I can see my ball sack, it's going to be a great day? Fucking hell. And I have to say, it doesn't sound like it, right? But I was actually one of the nice kids, because I always knew that the teachers were human beings. Even though one of them did look like Humpty Dumpty. You know what I mean? He really did look sometimes I would see him and I would actually think, is that an egg? It was, in fact, a human being. But a fun fact, actually, Mr. Haskell, his name was, he actually had a mental breakdown. So that was fun. I like to call that incident when the egg cracked. You know what I mean? One could argue that he fell off a wall and had a great fall. Yeah, but being a teacher is difficult, though. You know, just thinking back at the abuse that they got. But I have to say, sometimes, and this isn't trying to be mean, this is like purely trying to stay objective. But sometimes they would come in and it's like, you look weird, mate. You fucking look weird. And chances are you looked weird as a kid. So I don't understand why you'd want to go back to that environment. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. Arguably, it was worse for me, though, because I actually had to be locked in the cage with the animals they call teenage boys. Fucking hell. I mean, you know, to describe them, some of them, in as little words as possible, I would have to choose the words fucking disgusting. All right? One of them once came up to me and he showed me his wound out of nowhere, just like, look at this. And there's like no trigger warning, nothing. Just like, look, I was like, ah, fucking hell. And seriously, his skin was ripped off. Like, it was a medical problem. You know what I mean? Like, he desperately needed a dentist or something. Because it was serious. And the way he took it out as well, like, he was so proud. It was like it was a party trick or something. Like, look what I can do. It's like, fucking hell, don't ask Barry. His trick is AIDS. Shit. Yeah. If I'm honest, I actually think that's it. I went through it a bit quick. But Ben, Simone,
We are here. We are
That
here.
is
We have applause.
amazing. Yes,
There
that
we
was
go. We're all
amazing.
look, I went through that a bit
lovely,
quick. Sorry.
lovely.
Oh, no
No,
problem. We're running a bit over time, so it's all good.
you
Cheers.
did it. That's a big
Cheers.
favor.
Got a bit of
Got
kombucha.
that roll spritz.
I have a bottle.
I loved it. I love that rip that vagina
It
open.
happens to
That's what I
There were
want
some
to
harsh,
hear.
harsh truths in
Expecting, yes. The PE teacher, you are
So
correct.
I just want to say,
Yeah.
it's never too early to think about merch as a performer,
Okay.
I think. And I think you need to have merch. Merch that just says fucking hell. Fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
I want cups, I want like tea cozies, I want everything. Fucking
Yes,
hell.
I would buy that. A t-shirt. Fucking hell. I love it. It wanted me to keep saying, keep saying bloody hell as well.
My friends
Yeah,
actually
perfect.
get annoyed at me because when I sing along to songs, I sing in my accent. So it's someone like you, you know what I mean? So I'm happy you appreciate it.
It's very
Why would you sing along in another accent?
That's
your
what I
voice.
say. And it's like, what if someone's got a Chinese accent? What are you gonna do then?
Oh, yeah, everyone has an accent. I get ripped about mine too. I feel
think
you.
we need to as soon as we can, it sounds like we need to go out for a karaoke party, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's on our to-do list. I put your Instagram up there briefly for people who would like to follow you. _Faye. People can find you there.
I
And
literally created a Facebook page today. So if anyone
I know
wants to like
you sent me the invitation to like it like 3 minutes before we went on air. I was like, she is thinking of everything that she needs.
Yeah, I'd be like that. Yeah.
That's cool. I liked it. I'm already a big fan, Faye. Just so you know.
Yes, thank you.
So, thank you so much for performing and for helping us support AHA. And we look forward to having you join us here in the venue, on stage, live and in person, as soon as that's possible. And
once you've got your merch, yeah,
that's right. You can set up a little table at the door and stuff, and it'll be good.
Yeah, I will.
So you take care of yourself. Have a happy time over the holidays, and we hope to see you soon.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for having me.
Okay, pleasure. Okay, take care of yourself. Okay, bye-bye. So, well, that was really cool.
That was delightful. And now we've got something special, don't we, Ben?
Yeah, well, I think there have been a lot of topics that we've covered today. We've talked about painful childbirth. We've talked about our bodily functions as performers before we go on stage. Francesco talked about possible microchips in the new vaccines. We've covered everything, but there is something that we haven't necessarily talked about, and that is something that I wanted to bring up without any further ado. So This is my video contribution to today's show, and I hope everyone enjoys it. Here we go. Hey folks, Ben here. As you know, over the past few months during the pandemic, I've been speaking a lot about some very serious topics, and there's a very controversial subject I would like to talk about today, and that is, I love Christmas, I love Christmas. And I say controversial because in Berlin, you're not really supposed to admit that you like anything joy related, but I'm coming out, I'm going to embrace it. And I know this year we're probably going to have one of the strangest holiday seasons of our entire lives, but the upside to being stuck at home is I can take you on a little tour of a Christmas paradise. But first, I just need to put something a little bit more fitting for the occasion on. Much better. Now, I'll be honest with you, it's not always easy being a Christmas freak. It has ended a couple of relationships for me. For example, I had one German boyfriend. He made me put certain Christmas ornaments on the backside of the tree, which I do not understand because they are all incredibly beautiful. And another German partner, when we were spending our first Christmas together and I unpacked all of this festive goodness, he just sat in the corner frozen for an hour. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe it was sensory overload. But he's doing fine, don't worry about him. He found the perfect workaround to never have any Christmas drama ever again. He just married a Jewish guy, which is pretty smart. You get twice the holidays, and then at the end of the year, each gay can follow his own interior design vision. So I wish them all the best. In the meantime, I have everything that I need, my glittery squirrel. So maybe you're wondering, why is Ben even like this? Long story short, my family is crazy. Like, look at my parents' place when I went back to visit them on January 26th this year. They had still left everything up, I think mostly because they wanted me to help take it down. But what I'm trying to say is, Christmas in the McLean family is not for amateurs. It's a 3-meter tree. It's a 20-kilo turkey. It's Christmas ornaments that aren't even legal in many countries. I had a brother who lived in Germany in the 80s, and he sent my parents tinsel. That's the little metal stuff that you hang over the branches. It was made of 100% pure lead. That's contraband in Canada. You're not even allowed to have it. Some of my parents smuggled that shit in. When you have to worry that children might die because they go too close to the Christmas tree, that is the spirit of the season. Now, before I walk you through the wonder that is my Christmas tree, I just wanted to update you regarding an incident that took place a few days ago. Can we roll that footage, please? As you can see, Santa fell over, and I have bad news for the kids this year. Santa's dead. Okay? I'm very sorry. I'm sorry again, Santa. On happier news, I wanted to introduce you to some of the ornaments on my tree, which people have referred to as eclectic, usually when they're trying to be diplomatic. I love every ornament because each one has a story, just like this first one, the one and only Mr. SpongeBob SquarePants. Now, those of you who know me well know that I have absolutely no interest in SpongeBob SquarePants. I've never actually seen an episode of that show, but this ornament means a lot to me because it was sent to me by a brother from Canada and reminds me every year when I look at it that my 6 siblings and I were very different people, and we live all over the world, but we're brought together by one thing, and that is our questionable sense of taste. Love you guys. Now, another tradition is to put birds on our Christmas tree. I'm not quite sure why. I guess it's probably to remind ourselves of what would naturally live in the trees if we didn't cut them down every year by the hundreds of millions so that they could die in our living room after a few weeks. Anywho, I love the tradition as much as anyone, and this is one of my favorite birds. It's a beautiful blue bird. I call it a bad bitch bird, because that bird has a friggin' crown. You better not be crossing that bird. And I would also guess to say from looking at that bird that it might be a little bit, if you know what I'm saying. Now here's someone very special to me. I like to call this little lady Drunken Angel. She's an antique. This is actually my entire retirement fund here. But she's an angel who looks like she has some stories to tell. She's an angel who's been through it. Like her wings are falling off. She has holes in her robe, lots of stains. She kind of looks like an angel getting out of a K-hole. Bless her. Last but not least, sometimes I go on vacations with my mom and dad and they buy me a little Christmas ornament as a souvenir of our time together.
And I would say to them, that's completely unnecessary, of course, because we all know that the best souvenir time with our family is the therapy bills. But this is one of those ornaments that they bought me a few years ago when we went to Gibraltar. And maybe you're not aware that in Gibraltar there are monkeys everywhere. They come up behind you and they try to steal your stuff. And this happened to me. One of those monkeys tried to run away with my backpack, at which point I had to break out the self-defense moves because I was like, there's no way you're getting my Prada sunglasses, you damn monkey. So that absolutely gorgeous Christmas tree is for me, but as we know, this time of year is about giving back to other people, especially in 2020, because everything is so incredibly screwed up. In Germany, for example, we don't have our Christmas markets. People can't go out and get shit-faced on Glühwein, which is an important Christian tradition. We can't buy those weird gingerbread hearts with the somewhat sexually suggestive sayings written on them. And this means people's spirits are down, and I've decided it's time for Ben to come to the rescue. Now, I love my neighborhood, and most of the people are really lovely, except for the arsehole above me who throws all the cigarette butts onto my balcony, but that's a story for another time. Anyhow, I wanted to show you the balconies of my building because I think you'll agree when it comes to Christmas, it leaves a little bit to be desired. Without my Christmas decorations, you wouldn't even know it's Christmas up there. I mean, there's like one up in the upper left-hand corner. I mean, there's a little something there, but come on. I have to show these people how it's done. And check out this incredibly romantic ambiance in my bedroom behind the lights. If this doesn't get your eggnog flowing, I don't know what will, okay? So that was just a quick look at what I'm doing over the holidays. Hope you have a great time, whether you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or nothing at all, and you just want to sit around stuffing your face. I'm not going to judge. I do want to say one thing, and that is if anyone out there is interested in dating me, I am open for love, but I want to remind you there will always be 3 of us in that relationship. You, me, and SpongeBob. Happy holidays.
Wonderful.
We made it through. Not too many people were scared away by my Christmas Christmas fanaticism there, apparently. But I'm a bit worried because I left the balcony decorations plugged in while I'm here, and I'm concerned.
Oh, that'll be fine. I mean,
Maybe
have the pigeons stopped shitting? Has that Santa
it
acted as a
has.
scarecrow
Simone, you know, I didn't
to
even think about that.
scare them away?
The pigeons have they have
that's clever.
accepted defeat, but only for the Christmas period, I think. Probably. They're very aggressive.
Oh, you could extend it out. What is it, up to the 12th Jan when you have to take your stuff down?
I know.
Down those
Well, that's not even like the
epileptic
worst. That's not even the
lights
worst setting for those lights. Like there's one. The problem is I can see the lights reflecting in the windows of the apartments across from me, and it's like 200 meters away. So I thought I better kind of tone it down a little bit. I'm sure some of my neighbors actually closed their blinds for the first time in the 6 years that I've lived at that place. Anyhow, but whatever, you know. I mean, it's just, you know,
And
that is the Christmas spirit. I'm not going to let anyone
spirit,
crimp my
right?
style.
Just
There you go.
giving it out.
So that's some insight
Yeah.
into my crazy world there. And now we have someone. What's awesome about the Berlin comedy scene is it's kind of a hidden gem around the world. We have people who start here. We have people who were already honing their skills in other areas, and then they come to Berlin every once in a while because when there's no pandemic, there's a lot of stage time for English comedy. And then they make their friends here, and then we get to know them, and we get to love their comedy. And this next person who is going to join us as our headliner today is one of those folks who came and stayed with us, and we've been in love with her performances ever since. So please welcome Grace Jung.
Hi.
Hey, Grace.
Hey,
How's
Good
it
to see you.
going?
you look fabulous.
Thanks. Yeah, it's 1:12 in the afternoon, and I'm wearing makeup like a lady of the night.
Hey, I'm wearing makeup too, but it doesn't look as good as yours, I have to say.
I should go outside, make some money, you know? Just right? It's Hollywood, baby. That's what it's about, right?
It's not.
Yes.
we're not going to judge, and you got to do what you got to do right now, right?
Yeah, you of all people shouldn't judge. You're in Berlin. I mean, come on. Like, I love your videos, Ben. I love your videos. I remember I think February of last year, or it was a while ago. We were at like Rohit's Valentine's Day show, and we were both kind of talking about how we don't like shooting videos of ourselves back then. And now look at you, fucking
I
camera
know.
whore.
When you have no choice. When you have no choice. I know exactly.
And you're so amazing. I am like a genuine fan of your content. It
Oh,
cracked
that's
me up so hard. Oh
That's
my
so
gosh.
sweet. You know, it's all about, as we already discussed, it's about good makeup. It's about good lighting. I just have like, I'm a completely different person with a bit of lighting on me.
Oh,
and then I feel like Superman. I feel like I can do anything. So
Yes, you have to be your own gaffer, you know. I got my little ring light going. I was so depressed when I was buying my ring light too. I was like, I'm being one of those people. I hate myself so much, but whatever. You know, like it is what it is, you know?
Whatever you're doing, it's amazing.
So thank you. Thank you. I got the warm glow of the ring light. You know, you could do cool and warm. This is the warm. I want to keep it warm today, you know, because it's getting cold in Berlin, is it not?
It is. Yeah, the lighting makes you look deceptively gentle. This is not the Grace Hotel.
All the knives are hidden, but they're in there, bitch. You're so lucky you're in fucking New Zealand. It's like the one country where everything's okay. It's like you and Japan and Korea, and then everybody else is fucked.
It's all those islands surrounded with water because you can just stop people from coming in.
Yeah.
But it is.
Yeah.
It's expensive paradise. Yeah.
But we're doing the best we can.
I also put on makeup at 8 o'clock in the morning, which is very not me. Like, what am I doing? Half asleep.
Unless you're doing a lip sync video, Simone, and then the makeup is, beyond compare, right?
Yes.
Your makeup game for the lip syncs. You don't hesitate with eyeshadowing.
Oh, yes, that's caked on.
People can go back and look at our archives for that. But it's time now to welcome our headliner and see what she's got for us. She's been doing a lot of online comedy. She's been making the most of this weird period, and we're excited to have her here at Go West Comedy Online. So everyone out there, please welcome Grace Jung.
Thank you, Ben. Wow, as soon as Ben said welcome Grace Jung, Adobe Flash Player was like, you need to do this, right? Remind me later. Oh my God. And if you click it, it fucking opens up a whole... This is messed up. Hi, everybody. I'm so happy to be here right now. This is my new studio space. It's in the works because I'm about to launch a podcast. I'm doing all the things that I promised myself I would never do. Like I would judge those people, and here I am being that fucking bitch. You know, I don't care. All right, this is Hollywood. It's showbiz. Everybody says and does whatever the fuck they want. Okay, everybody just goes back on their word. We're all contradicting ourselves. Look, if you're watching, please like write in the comments some topics you'd like me to talk about. If you're having a problem, I'm here to help you. If you have a word that's stuck in your head and you want me to talk about it, I'm here for you. So please interact with me, engage with me, you know, because comedians, we're very insecure, and doing a comedy show into the ether of our camera holes into the internet sphere, it's bonkers. This is bullshit. All right, we hate doing it. All right, like with no laughter. I am hearing my voice bouncing off the walls in here, and I'm supposed to act like that's fucking normal. Okay, I have been on lockdown for a long time. For 9, we're getting to 9 months now, I suppose. My God. And you know, like I'm sure a lot of you deal with this, like you feel a little blue at times. Like I definitely deal with depression at times, especially at like 2, 3 in the morning. And like, you know, sometimes I have questions in my head. So I started typing into the Google search engine. I started typing, I feel like, and then Google search engine finished my sentence for me by adding, everyone hates me. It's nice to know that Google and I are at that point in our relationship where we can finish each other's sentences. Like, I've always wanted that in a relationship, and my search engine and I are just like, we're like on the same level. It's so great. And the first result that Google brought up was as a result of I feel like everyone hates me is a suicide hotline. And I thought that was weird because I wasn't thinking about suicide at all until Google suggested it to me. Okay, like they put it in my head. And right below that result was the words "you're bipolar." And I was just like, oh my God, like I should get some help. Like I didn't realize I had so many problems according to Google, right? Like Jesus. Um, what else? What else? Julieta says, I'm hot. Thank you. Hi, Grace. Anya has a look, these are nice. I'll take the compliments, and I have trouble accepting compliments. That's something my therapist and I are working on. But I need more than this, all right? What fucking problems are you dealing with? I'm here to solve your fucking problems, all right? I can't solve COVID for you, but what other issues are you dealing with? I want to know. And give me a fucking word that I could riff on, okay? And in the meantime, let me just tell you something. I think flowers are assholes, okay? If you didn't know, flowers are assholes, right? Because they're very pretty to look at, but they're also deadly to people with allergies, okay? Like, why do flowers need to be so evil when they're nature? It just doesn't make any sense. Flower allergy, I think, is the worst allergy because you have to, you're allergic to the air, all right? Like, it just makes the air like dangerous. People with peanut allergies have no business complaining, okay? Just avoid eating a Snickers bar. Shut up. All right. But like with flower allergies, you can't go to some of the most beautiful places on earth because the hills are alive with poisonous gases targeting specifically you and nobody else. Like I feel like flowers are dicks. Why do we keep calling our pussies flowers when flowers are dicks? It makes no sense to me. I feel like some flowers are deadly if you touch them or eat them, like lily of the valley. Lily of the valley. It sounds like a fairy godmother who will grant you princes and castles, but she'll murder you if you touch her. Lily of the valley. They're so poisonous. And I have this peace lily in my house because NASA told me that it purifies the air. What NASA does not tell you is that peace lilies are highly toxic if you touch them or eat them. Okay? I'm afraid of my peace lily. Is sitting by my window plotting to kill me every day, just waiting for the right time to crawl into my arugula salad. Fucking murderer. And also, if your name is Lily, I don't trust you, okay? The villain in Batman is named Poison Ivy, but her name should have been Lily, in all honesty. Like, at least Poison Ivy is transparent about being toxic. It's in her name, but Lily is, a secretive murderous bitch. I feel like that's worse. It's far worse somehow. And I also feel like the occasions that flowers are called for is very confusing. You give flowers to people to congratulate them on weddings, graduation, Mother's Day, also funerals, right? Congratulations, you're dead. Okay. Like you finally did it. Yeah, you did it. And it's a good thing you're dead because all these lilies I brought you would have killed you anyhow. All right. It's a good thing you checked out early. What else? Julieta is asking, why do I like men? I want to like flowers or something nicer. I don't know, Julieta. I think liking men is a disease. Yeah, I feel like heterosexuality is a disease. Okay, we should all just be gay. All right, I feel like that's the best way to go about it. I feel like the straights are gonna die off very soon. I don't know how much time do I have. Can you just put in the private chat, please, Ben? There's this sea turtle in Guangzhou, China, that's 400 years old. And I think the reason why sea turtles can live for so long is because they never meet their parents, right? Like without childhood trauma, longevity is possible, even in the ocean, which is full of sharks and plastic, right? Like, yeah, I feel like sea turtles are magical like that. When I was 14, my mom signed me up for golf lessons with a private instructor who was kind of a pervert, and I knew he was a pervert because he smoked Virginia Slims. And for those of you who don't know what Virginia Slims are, they're very long, thin cigarettes, okay? You just have to be a perverted creep to smoke this. And he would like stand behind me to show me how to gain my golfing posture. But whenever he did, he would press his crotch up against my ass. And I remember thinking, yeah, golf is not my sport, okay? I think I hate golfing, right? And my mom signed me up for golf lessons because it's a rich white man's sport. And she thought that if I learned golf, I would become rich like a white man. But I didn't get rich. I just got molested. Yeah. And in fact, my mom paid a guy to molest me. And I was like, just what a waste of money, mother. Okay. You could have gotten that done for free. All right. So everybody, all of you staying at home, staying sane, staying safe, please try and learn virtual golf if you can, because golfers are fucking perverts. We all know Tiger Woods. And also, folks, I'm going to be launching my new podcast called K-Drama School. It's going to launch on January 4th, 2021. So please follow at K-Drama School on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and on YouTube. I really need your support. And if you like me, if you think I'm hilarious, yeah, also follow me at HJ. Thank you. My God, Ben is just on top of it. Thank you so much, you guys. I had so much fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so much,
It's
Grace.
amazing. Horrible. What horrible golf guy. Well, I wouldn't play golf anyway. I'm not a golf person.
Did I not
Jesus.
say that the
Swing a
soft
frickin' stick up your...
Sorry, Simone. Sorry. I was just going to say, did I not say that the soft camera presence was a bit of a, that's just to suck you in.
Yeah.
Share some stories to tell.
Yeah.
We had people. So, okay. So no golf. And I wanted to point out personally that the gay men aren't much better necessarily than the heterosexual men. So, you know.
We're all doomed. Let's just be alone. Yeah, that's what COVID's telling us. Just be alone in your room, in your closet, and just be alone. Yeah.
Yeah. With masturbation, as Nico told us before, a little bit, you know. Yeah.
There's a lot of
use
toys.
what the Lord gave you.
Toys around.
We're good. We're good.
All toys. All sex toys.
And toys.
A lot of good ones out there. The suction. Yes.
We need to talk offline, Simone. Jesus, that's like another level. I wasn't prepared for that. I'm very like elementary school level with those toys, but yeah, we'll talk.
There's going to be a Go West karaoke spinoff and a Go West sex toy counseling spinoff as well. So stay tuned for that.
I love it.
But as Grace already mentioned, she's launching this cool podcast in January. So please support her there. Also YouTube, you can look for her on that platform, and her private Instagram is ACHGJAY.
HJ, yeah. Follow me.
HJ. So thank you so much for calling in all the way from LA. Grace,
Thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure. You're making it happen over there, and we hope that things get back to normal. We know the situation in California is a little bit cuckoo as well at the moment. So
it's fucked up, but I had a lot of fun here with you guys. Well, thank you.
Keep us laughing from your fancy studio, and we hope to see you again soon here in Berlin. When you're welcome anytime at Go West on stage, of course.
Thank you. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.
Everyone follow her on the podcast. We'll listen to you from afar. Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Well.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Love that. So much energy. Just to remind everyone, if you'd like to donate to these wonderful, or to the AHA, a wonderful location, and in support of organising this great show with so many amazing comedians, we have Francesco, Faye, and Nico, and Grace, and delightful video from Ben with the Christmas decorations. Amazing. And let's hope your Santa's still there, hasn't blown away.
I know, I'm stressing.
Yeah, it will be there.
It's there.
It's attached to a cord. Yeah.
I'm also concerned the whole building is catching on fire because it like malfunctioned somehow. But anyhow, I'm sure everything's fine. No, and Simone, thank you for letting us know what it's like being in a country where life is a little bit more normal at the moment.
I know,
and
yeah.
have a great time there with your family. As Simone said, you can donate. We've gotten a few donations, but we're always happy to take a few more for sure. And all that money, 100% of it goes to AHA. So we are going to be doing this again over the coming months. And to find out more about our next show, all you need to do is follow us on Facebook at Go West Comedy. And
thank you so much to everyone who's watching. Thank you so much for commenting. We love all your comments. Thank you to those who participated in the game and won the prizes. Then we'll send those out to you.
And a big thank you to AHA as well for letting me mooch off of their good internet and for setting me up with these incredible decorations in the background. I couldn't be happier with the Christmas tree, Trans Pride flag, angel. Everything is here. And a big thank you to Mike, who is our tech guy. Mike is here making sure that this place is heated and that everything's working properly tonight. And he's always there to help us with our live show. And it's very sweet of him to come in these circumstances to help us out tonight too. So
thank you, Mike.
Big thanks to Mike. And we wish everyone out there, however you celebrate, or if you don't celebrate at all, happy holidays, or just stay safe and stay as happy as possible. And fingers crossed,
treat yourself.
Treat yourself, exactly.
With something.
Do something special over the next few weeks. And we'll see you back here at Go West Comedy Online in the not too distant future.
In 2021.
I know. Whoa. Can you believe it?
What
Can't
year?
wait.
How could this year turn out? We'll see.
It'll only get better from here, folks. So, Simone, great seeing you again. And take care down there. And we'll see everyone again for our next show in the next few weeks. We'll let you know as soon as we set the date for it. Okay, take care, everyone. Thanks a lot.